We've finally launched the Stack Store. You can now choose from a curated selection from over 25 local and overseas brands. Visit the Stack Store now and use this code to enjoy free shipping for the first week. We're actually checking out a co-living property with some really wacky architectural elements that, interestingly enough, come together very tastefully. And we don't just have one, but two experts today who are going to show us through the space.
Nice.
So with that, let's go and pick River's brains. And also take this bird with me. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
See you. Alright, so we've actually got River from Woha Architects, and he's going to share with us a little bit more about the design behind this space today.
So welcome to Lyf One-North, Singapore. This is a 7-storey building with 324 co-living units here. We've actually positioned it as a community hub for the greater One-North region. So we've actually incorporated plenty of public plaza spaces and amphitheatres on the ground floor so that anyone can come here, spend some time, hang out, take part in activities here. And then on the upper level, we've actually put in some of the more communal facilities so that the guests who are staying here have a little bit more privacy in the swimming pool, the dining decks and things like that.
So even just at the sheltered walkway, things are looking a bit out of the ordinary already.
Yeah, so we did this angular geometry throughout the building. We have this folded roof rising of all our covered walkways throughout the development itself. Yeah, so that you kind of have a nice little experience walking through as you're approaching to the building itself. You see all these diagonals and all these triangulation happening.
Can I just say that it reminds me a little bit of origami?
Yeah.
So it's almost like the crane, you know, like...
Yeah.
So over here you see we have installed all these planters on the building facade itself, basically building a wave of greenery all the way up to the roof over here. So and then basically behind these planters you have a series of staircases that lead you up to the roof as well.
Oh, there.
Yeah, right behind them.
And those two planters. Oh, wow. So it kind of connects it. It's super cool.
Yeah, so as you walk up, you're surrounded by greenery on all sides. Yeah, giving you a very nice cooling and experience up the staircase.
So one thing we don't do enough is look up. And if we look up here, it almost feels like we're underneath the San Francisco Bridge.
Oh, that's a good comparison. But the point of this bridge here today, actually, we have rooms above that's serving the development. But then on the plus side is that it basically provides shelter for this public space below, so that you can use it whether it's in the middle of the day or in the early mornings, in the afternoons and at night. There's no limitation to when you can actually make use of this space. It stays shaded.
This space is, I mean, sort of like, I guess, related to what you said about civic generosity, like everybody can come and use.
Sometimes the property owners actually provide some entertainment events here. So there was a Colombian music festival recently that they actually held a small performance here, and then the guests and the public were free to come to enjoy.
And when you're just sitting here relaxing, you sort of start to pay attention to the facade a little bit more. And the windows are very interesting. Shall we go and take a closer look?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so we seldom see circular windows. Why made you guys decide to land on this decision?
Why don't you take a guess what it's supposed to look like first?
So I would say they look like windows of a ship's cabin.
Or Mickey Mouse with small ears.
Oh, Mickey Mouse with small ears.
Yeah, but actually we were going for washing machines.
Oh, I see it now.
We were inspired by this mood image shown to us where we have washing machines actually stacked up, and then you see it. We looked at it and we were like, why don't we make that into the facade itself?
So guys, when I was coming up the stairs, I realized something just in the corner of my eye. That reminds me a little of like calipers. I'm not sure, it's like, you see the thing on the side of the...
Yeah, so we have all those ribbed facades. So we have two different kinds of facades here. One is this washing machine, and the other one's actually a washing board. Just as a playful take to kind of reflect the youthful energy of this place as well and make it a conversation topic.
That is so cool. I'm speechless.
I gotta say, I don't know.
Yeah, the last washing board I saw was Reuben's abs. I mean, again, we wouldn't have known and thought about it, had we not spoken to you. So thank you so much for sharing with us. Yeah, and you know what?
What?
Just now what he said about the wind is true. You can feel that it's really breezy.
Yes, it's very well cross-ventilated. I think that's the word.
Yeah. So we're gonna go and check out the interior. Are you bringing us on that?
No, Kian from Facade will be bringing you around that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Reuben. Thanks for joining us today.
See you later. So with us now is Kian. Kian is the head ID of Ascot, and he's going to be showing us in the interior today.
So we have the entrance here. This is to design to lead you into the interior space. Yeah. Welcome.
The very big and bold, like say hi.
Yes.
You know, that already sends a very welcoming, bold message as opposed to like a very cold reception area.
It doesn't feel like a commercial space.
Oh, thank
I
you.
feel like it feels very homely.
These are pods, but it says Tears of Joy. What's the inspiration here?
So essentially what we're trying to create is a happy vibe. So essentially, although tears, it's not supposed to be something quite positive. But we thought that the tears of joy, that you're so happy that you cry tears. So we actually created these two pods, a abstract interpretation of the eye socket. Then over here, these are the interpretation of tears, which is an integrated piece of furniture, a table, where our guests can actually use it for work or have a drink, etc. Yeah.
Brilliant.
And also for us, CapitaLand, we are very supportive of this sustainable initiative. So we make sure that the material specification that have qualified as a sustainable type material. And also with this whole, the past couple of years with this whole COVID situation around the world. So we are also very sensitive in terms of like the types of material we specify. So we make sure that as much as possible, they have this antimicrobial coating. Yes,
So
correct.
from a
Yeah.
hygiene standpoint,
From a hygiene, yes, correct. Yeah. Okay, so as we approach the laundromat, what we have here is the bicycle track and bicycle storage. On the wall here, we have this artwork by Murals. It's actually created some beautiful artworks around the whole property. So unlike many temporary accommodation or hotels, that we do not actually cater these facilities to the public. So anyone, say, work around One-North area, can actually park their bicycle, refresh themselves before heading back to the office.
Because we were just wondering what this was, and it's not often that you see, I think, a refreshing room or changing room right next to bicycle
And
storage.
for public access as well, right?
Yes, right. Yeah. So this is CapitaLand's effort, supporting the the public, in that sense, yeah. Okay, so over here, we have our laundromat. It is also another Instagrammable opportunity.
Yeah.
Why we have the print of this chickens? Because this space used to be home to a few chickens.
Oh.
Yes, this whole plot of land.
Oh, I see.
So we decided that actually to pay homage to the chickens is actually to adapt and having a graphic print to remind ourselves of the roots. Yeah, expanding from this whole being a sustainable company, we have also recycled all the drums from the washing machine to actually create this screen over here. From a distance, you may not know that these are drums here. Right.
So the laundry theme runs, the architect was telling us at the outside as well. That
For our guests, while they are waiting for maybe the second batch of laundry to be done, we also have catered for our guests ironing, seam ironing, and ironing boards over here. So for clothes that are a bit more delicate, they can actually hand wash over here. Yeah. So we try and create a space whereby it is not just Instagrammable, it is also functional.
Yeah, it feels like you've got all the spots covered, right? And that's, I think, very important. That's more important than the aesthetic sometimes.
yeah, and you made a very like choresome task quite fun, like visually. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I would look forward to coming here and doing my
Yeah,
laundry.
man.
We wanted the social kitchen to be fun, to bring people in, and to give it a retro feel about the whole space, so that it's Instagrammable. And we are also really hoping for our guests to be creative to maybe make TikToks out of this whole space, like cooking for their friends and things like that, or do silly dance in our social kitchen.
So it really enables that creative feel with the communal bit coming in.
Totally. So how the TikTok will end is it will pan to the word show,
So always
and it'll be
showing,
perfect. Yeah, perfect closing.
Yes.
Good thinking.
Nice.
This is also one good example where we have expanded the whole concept of anamorphic art onto the corridor. So if you actually go towards the end, there is a vantage point. When you look back, you actually see this round circles that form that almost like a 3D effect.
I haven't seen that, so I'm just trying to imagine it.
Yeah, so you just keep walking and you start looking back and you actually see. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I can see the bottom of the circle.
And I bet there is a camera logo on the floor.
Yes,
Has
on the
to be.
floor. Yes.
So that you can.
That's the vantage point.
Yeah. Right there.
Okay, so over here we have our typical studio, 12 square meters. We have created visible racks. So with a compact space, we increase the storage with all these clever solutions. Yeah. So at the back you also have that round windows. That is the extension of the design of the washing machine.
Yeah, we're on the other side. And the windows also make it look so much bigger, like make the room feel more spacious, right? Yeah.
Okay, so what we have here, our roof terrace. So over here, our lifeguards, as we call them, organizes quite a lot of social activities such as movie nights, silent disco.
If you had this space to yourself on one night, what would you hold here?
Massive dinner party, like
I
huge,
do it,
right?
yes.
Like a huge table.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have a big open space. I
Yeah.
think in Singapore we seldom get that, so it's very refreshing.
Yeah. I think I would do like a football night or something. Like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Projector, get the boys.
Totally. Thank you so much, Ken. This has been such an experience to see it through your eyes and like get to learn about, the intention behind the design.
Exactly.
lah.
All
Yeah.
the little things that we
Yeah.
don't realize. Again, like all
Totally.
brought out by your articulateness.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank
So
you.
we are gonna head down to the laundromat to do our laundry.
Yeah, because you really stink.
We're done with the tour for today, Reuben. What are your thoughts?
Okay, so the biggest thing for me is how they've really shaped this or positioned this in the whole co-living sphere.
Yeah.
So I think co-living is something that's becoming increasingly embraced in Singapore's context. And for me, when I stay in a hotel, right, I usually feel that I'm just there to sleep. You know, like I'm not gonna want to spend a lot of time there.
Yeah.
There's some areas I could work in, but I wouldn't feel so welcome there.
Yeah.
This kind of feels like a very wholesome lifestyle.
Yeah,
thing, So
yeah.
I can cook here, I can mix with my friends here, I can host,
Yeah.
There's a bunch of things to do here.
Yeah. Okay, so what was very interesting for me was that they use something very mechanical, like a washing machine, to be the basis of their design inspiration.
Yes.
So if I had not spoken to the architect and designers, I probably wouldn't have guessed.
It would just flown over our heads.
Exactly. So that was really, really cool.
Cool.
Anyway, guys, we are going to ask you to recommend us any more cool, interesting places that we should check out. Let us know in the comment section. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will
Yes.
catch you in the next one.
Okay, so now I'm gonna live my life, live my freedom away from this man. So bye bye.
Then it will be LMF.
Live your friend lah. I'll leave you. Bye bye.